What if the place you work already remembers you? I took the night shift because it was quiet. That's what the listing said. Part-time. Overnight. Minimal supervision. Processing intake forms at a residential care facility on the edge of the county. I needed something simple. Something I could do alone. The building was old, but clean. 3 floors. Long hallways with soft lighting. The kind of place that hums at night. My workspace was a small records room on the ground floor. 1 desk. 1 filing cabinet. A computer older than I was. The intake forms came down from the nurse's station upstairs. I logged them. Filed them. Moved on. That was it. My supervisor introduced himself as David. Calm voice. Patient eyes. He showed me the system, walked me through the first few forms, then stopped in the doorway. "You'll be fine," he said. He didn't ask if I had questions. He didn't check if I understood. He just left. The first few nights were exactly what I expected. Quiet. Slow. Repetitive in a way that felt almost soothing. Names. Dates. Room numbers. Medical codes I didn't understand, and wasn't asked to. Most nights, I finished around 4 in the morning. Sometimes earlier. But there were things I noticed. Small things. The kind you ignore at first because they don't seem important. The chair at the desk didn't need adjusting. It was already at the right height. The exact height. There was a cardigan folded neatly in the bottom drawer. Gray. My size. The mug next to the monitor had a faint coffee ring inside. Like someone had used it recently. But no one else worked this room. David had told me that. I didn't ask about any of it. I just kept working. By the end of my first week, I started noticing patterns in the intake forms. Some names appeared more than once. That made sense. People come and go in places like this. But some names appeared again. And again. Returns that didn't follow a rhythm. Sometimes months apart. Sometimes days. Under the notes section, the entries were brief. Clinical. Patient returned voluntarily. Patient found disoriented. Readmitted. Patient does not recall previous stays. I read them. Filed them. Moved on. Until I saw a name that felt familiar. Too familiar. I stared at the form longer than I meant to. Read the name again. Slower this time. It was my name. The intake date was 14 months ago. I had never worked here 14 months ago. I had never lived here. I had never been here at all. I turned the page. There was another form. Same name. Different date. Then another. And another. I opened the filing cabinet. Pulled more folders. My hands moved before I realized I'd decided to do it. 11 intake forms. All with my name. My date of birth. My face in the small photo box in the corner. The earliest one was dated 9 years ago. I was 15. I don't remember calling for David. I don't remember hearing him come in. I just remember looking up. And seeing him standing in the doorway. Calm voice. Patient eyes. "You found them," he said. Not a question. He walked over slowly. Pulled a chair next to mine. Sat down the way someone does when they've had this conversation before. "You always notice around this time," he said. I asked him what he meant. He didn't answer. Instead, he opened the filing cabinet again and removed a thin folder I hadn't seen. Inside was a single intake form. Tomorrow's date. My name. Under the section marked "Reason for Return," Someone had already written. Patient attempted to leave during night shift. Showed signs of confusion. Recommended immediate reintake. I stared at the handwriting. The pressure. The slant. The way the letters leaned slightly forward. I recognized it. It was mine. David stood up. Same time tomorrow, he said. And suddenly, everything made sense. Why the chair was already adjusted. Why the cardigan fit. Why the mug was already stained. Because I had been here before. Many times. And I would be here again. I don't remember driving home that night. I don't remember going to bed. But I remember waking up the next morning and checking my phone for the date. And for a moment. Just a moment. I couldn't remember what day it was supposed to be. I still have that job. At least, I think I do. I keep finding coffee stains on my sleeves. Notes in my handwriting I don't remember writing. And sometimes, late at night, my phone rings. It's always the same number. The one from the listing. I never answer. But I always know what it's about. The intake room is still there. Quiet. Soft lighting. A desk with a chair adjusted for someone my height. And a form waiting in the drawer. With tomorrow's date already filled in.